Hey guys, it's Chris with the Dabbler's Den, and I'm back with another quick gear review. Today I have the opportunity to unbox and unravel a 550 Paracord survival bracelet put out by a company called Holtzman's Gorilla Survival. And when we come back, we'll get right into one of these, and we'll see you in just a second. Alright guys, welcome back. As I mentioned, I'm going to be unboxing and unraveling a 550 Paracord survival bracelet put out by Holtzman's Gorilla Survival. And you know, these guys have done a great job putting together something that I hope you never need. You know, these survival bracelets, they've become wildly popular. You know, the cordage itself is useful to have. I probably have about a half a dozen of these attached to different, you know, various things. I've got one in my truck. I've got one on my hunting pack. But Holtzman has taken it one step further, and instead of it just being, you know, 550 paracord with a couple of fancy clips, he's gone and made it a complete survival kit, a complete survival system. As you can see when you first open it, it's got the picture of it, and on the back has a description of all the different features that this bracelet has. And again, I'm going to go ahead and open this up and show it to you so that you don't have to. And again, I hope that you never have to. I hope that you never need to open this thing. And so let me do that for you. Let me show you what's on the inside. Now, before I open it up and unravel it, I do want to point out that you know, I would probably never order this for myself for its intended purpose. You know, it is a bracelet, or it can be used as an anklet or something like that. But you know, just the fact that it has clips on it like that makes it very versatile. I can clip it to anything. And I mentioned already that the ones that I currently have are clipped to my hunting pack and things like that. Some of the features in this makes me want to use this in my boat, so I'll probably attach this to my throttle or something like that inside of my boat, so I have it in case I ever need it. Another thing I want to point out is that, you know, these survival bracelets, more than likely, if I was on Amazon, this wouldn't be something that I would buy for myself. But as a gift for someone else, or a gift to me, I would love it. You know, these are those things that make excellent gifts for any outdoorsman, anybody who's into hunting or fishing, or any scout in the family, or anybody who's into being prepared all the time. So these make fantastic gifts. Again, I highly suggest it for that purpose. Before I actually open up this specific bracelet, I do want to point out that it does have a Velcro strap on the inside of it, and that actually helps make it adjustable, so you can just, if you wanted to, loosen it, pull out the clip and retighten it, and it does make it adjustable if you did want to use it as a bracelet. And then just the Velcro itself makes a very handy feature to a survival bracelet. I'll get into that here in just a minute. So again, before I take it all apart, you know, this is what it looks like together. You know, once this thing comes apart, I highly doubt that it will ever go back together again. So again, let me show you what's on the inside, and I hope that you never have to see what's on the inside of yours. So let me get right into that. Okay, so for the sake of time, I went ahead and unraveled one of these. You know, this is what it looks like, whole and complete. I did have two sent to me so that I could unravel one and then still have one to use for its intended purpose. But here, you know, as you can see, all of this stuff that you see in front of me here came out of this bracelet right here. So and Holtzman's did a great job of fitting together and piecing together this kit. As I was unraveling it, it took me about 15 minutes to unravel the whole thing. I was being very careful with it, and you know, again, 15 minutes if a unboxing video could get a little out of hand. So I went ahead and did that for you, and I'll show you all these different pieces here. But again, all of this came out of this, and he was very creative in the ways that he put these things together. So again, this is a really quality kit. And one that I hope that you never need, but there's lots of features in here that can become extremely handy if you ever did need it. So let me go ahead and show you what you get there. I mentioned already that it does come with a card in case you were, you know, if you didn't know what was in it or what the function was, you can look it up right here. So that's very handy. Obviously, it's made of 550 paracord. You know, you have about 5 feet here, 4 to 5 feet of paracord. You know, invaluable in any kind of outdoor situation. I often see in survival shows and things like that where people will use their bootlaces as cordage to tie up a lean-to or something like that. And then that always makes me wonder, you know, well, how are they going to keep their boots on? So, you know, just for that, just for this alone, you know, again, they've become extremely popular, you know, just for the cordage. And again, until you don't have it, something like this can be extremely useful. So we've got the 550 paracord. I mentioned that the bracelet itself has a Velcro strap that runs all the way through it. It makes it extremely adjustable. And then you can use this, cut it, you know, use it for all kinds of purposes. So you've got almost 1.5 feet of you know, of Velcro strap there. So again, very helpful. Again, another one of the obvious pieces here is the clip itself. It's a fire starter. We've got the flint rod and the striker here. The striker could also be used as maybe a mini saw or something like that, or a serrated edge. So that's you know, doubly useful. And then the buckle also has a whistle on it if you needed it for attracting attention or something like that. So all of that is very helpful just in the buckle itself. Another thing that's obvious from the outside is that we have these very heavy-duty rubber Ranger bands. Again, multi-uses. I can't even, like, off the top of my head think of all of the uses that this can be used for. But again, if you needed it, it would become extremely handy. A very, very strong heavy-duty band, and it actually comes with 4 of them. So you've got lots of uses for that. It also comes with some duct tape. This duct tape was wrapped around this tool. This little metal tool has lots of little key features to it. It's a mini survival tool. It's got a little tiny wrench on it. All of these corners can be used as screwdrivers. There's even a Phillips head side to it and a flathead side to it. It's got a small can opener on it, so very useful. But again, this was wrapped around around this metal tool. Now, just the duct tape itself, you know, as anybody knows, you know, duct tape can be used for anything, and in any kind of outdoor survival situation, this is like a mini first aid kit. You know, any kind of cut or scrape or something like that. You know, I've used duct tape many times just to keep myself from bleeding. So duct tape is very, very handy to have. And there's actually more than one set of duct tape in this set. As I unraveled it, there was this cloth container, and inside of it was this plastic hose, this little plastic tube, and again, more duct tape wrapped around that. This is a really neat way that Holtzman's put all of these things into a bracelet so that it could be used and you know, fastened as a bracelet. But all of this stuff was inside of this tube. Now the tube itself, you know, this can be used for getting water out of a crease or a crevice or something like that. And so having a plastic tube like that is really important. And so maybe siphoning out some water or fuel or something, this could become very handy. So just having a little plastic tube. And then, like, as I mentioned, all of this stuff was on the inside of it. We have this yellow cord here with a sewing needle. You know, dare I say, you know, stitches, something like that. But having a sewing needle in a survival kit is extremely handy. So we've got that. There's about 6 or 7 inches of hemp rope here. That can become very handy. There was a razor blade on the inside of that. Again, you know, it's super important to have in a survival kit, something to cut with. A couple safety pins were inside of that. Again, you never know what you might need to use those for. There's a water purification tablet on the inside of it. We've got some metal wire that was in the inside of that. Some fishing line, which is extremely important. There's a couple of hooks, small fishing hooks, you can see there. 2 of those, as well as 2 lead weights. So again, I mentioned earlier that there were some features that made this very aquatic, and you know, having the fishing gear, can be extremely important in any kind of survival situation, or even just camping. And one day I might actually just try these just to see how they work out. So, okay, so all of this again came out of this bracelet right here. You know, Holtzman's Guerrilla Survival did a great job putting together things that you might need, that I hope you never need. You know, look these guys up. They sell all of their gear on Amazon. He's got a really cool Facebook page. Go like him on Facebook. He always runs different types of giveaways and things like that. So go check these guys out. All of this information will be in the description below. And again, guys, go check him out. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.